name is Aditi Telang, and I have graduated in 2018 from VSET. And my work experience is as a developer in Barclays for the past 3 years, and now currently I am going to pursue my masters from University of Florida. So I was asked to let you guys know about some of the tech stack or maybe technical softwares being used in the industry, which would give you a background before you go and join your first job. So I thought about introducing you to a software which is being extensively used in the industry, be it the fintech domain or MNC, and it is almost used daily in the role of in the life of the developer, and it does not require you to have any particular knowledge about any programming language or learning any new syntax. Also, the documentation is not very much like huge. You can easily grasp the things, and thus I thought it would be the right right software to introduce you to, so that without much effort from our side you would be able to understand things. Also, sometimes if you see a job description, it is also listed sometimes that you need to know this software as a requirement, though this software won't be mentioned much during your training period or separately told to you. It is assumed that okay, when you would work in the job, you would be doing the stuff, you would have an understanding of this software. So the software is Jira and Confluence. Basically, those are two products that Atlassian company offers. That those are some tools, basically you can say, which we are going to look into today. The use case where these two products are used. So firstly, the Confluence pages. Okay, being a developer, whatever you do in an organization would be always documented, starting from the project requirement, the design, design document, if there are any particular updates after you have completed a project, if there have been any changes while you are doing a project, what is the cost, the basically the budget associated with the project. If you are going if you have completed the project and you want to give a knowledge transfer to someone, everything would be documented, so that any person, uh, if he wants any information about the particular release or project, he can basically refer the document and understand on his own. To give an example, suppose you have just joined the organization as an intern or even as an employee. You would be clueless about what a particular ongoing project is about. So instead of making someone give you one-to-one knowledge transfer, it is basically a person is given a Confluence, so that he can first go through all the documentation, understand on his own, and when he has some doubts, he can basically ask them when his KT session starts. So Confluence pages are used extensively, almost on a daily basis, you can say, because whenever you have any requirement, it would be documented. Whenever you have to make a design flowchart, or how a project will progress, that would also be listed down or documented down. So that is the first use case where Confluence pages would be used. The second software, that is the Jira, you can say, it has basically two purpose, you can say, that like which for which it is mostly used. One is to track what you have done until now, your task at individual level as well as the team level. So whatever you do, how a project, from the project requirement to the release, how it is progressing, how it is going ahead, that can be tracked using this Jira software. As well as, suppose the second use case where it is mostly used is to raise tickets. Now, raising a ticket, what does it mean? Suppose you are a part of an environment team, or let's say DevOps support team. Normally, you would be getting tickets to resolve an incident. Now it could happen that suppose some internal environment is down, it is not up So you are facing, a developer is facing an issue, and the concerned person would get a Jira ticket saying, okay, this particular IP is down and you please need to resolve this. So those would be like a task ticket which he would get as a to-do list, and then once he resolves, he can update, okay, I'm done with this, and his daily you can task can be also tracked accordingly. See how we can create those Jira account or Confluence pages, Jira tasks basically, from scratch. And then I will give you a basic idea of this, and whenever you get time you can check those out in details. Basically, if you visit the Atlassian main website, you can check out the agile tools like Jira and Confluence, which I have stated over here in detail, and other details also in this website. Now to set up an account, you can basically type login Jira or similar to this, and then if you go on one of the links, you can try the free trial basically, which will ask you to, since I've already logged in with my account, I already have an account in this. For this demo purpose, you can create your the beginner account, where you would need to enter your email ID, your password, and also when you would be creating a new account, they would be asking you like what role are you in currently, what is the purpose of creating this account, what your team does, how are the team members familiar with the software, are they also new to this, and all such details, which you can either skip or you just fill those in, so that when you go to the main account page, start page, the whole account would be configured accordingly as per like customized for your need. So now if I see the main account once I have logged in, so this would be the start page that you would be first getting into when you have basically created the account and logged in. Now if you can see, there are the options like Confluence and Jira are already there. So first we will work with the Jira. So once I click on Jira software, it will take me to the projects tab. So now over here I already have 2 projects. I can create another project in this, and each project would be shown in a on the board. So the board is known as the Kanban board, which would basically help to visualize how your project is advancing, how your tasks within a project are advancing, whether they are in the to do part, or whether they have already progressed, or whether they are done. So all those tracking, filtering with various tasks based on the release or based on the labels, all this can be handled in the can be visualized in the Kanban board. Now if you see over here, a lot of details are mentioned, what the issue types are, like whether it's a task, whether within a task it is a task like a subtask of the main task, whether it is a complete user story, if it is a bug, all those things, how the workflow is progressing, whether it is a to-do list or in progress, done, or even if it is going in a on hold, the task is on hold. So multiple workflows are there. Over in the free trial you have 3, or you can simply use the default template, where in the free trial it is a team managed project. Just enter the name of the project that you want. So project 1, you can give any key, or the default also works, and you can create a project. Okay, so this particular Kanban board is related with this project 1, okay, that I had created. Now I want to as you can see over here, there is a quick start guide. Since it was a beginner phase, I had selected the option that I am not sure of how this Jira works, so they have already provided a guide over here, and you can follow those steps, how to set up a board, how to create an issue, everything. You just need to follow the steps. Now I will just create an issue. Okay, so over here the project is this, my type is a task because I would be creating an individual task to monitor. Now let's say my summary, what is my task all about? Now it is about fixing some bugs, let's say. Now I need to give some detailed description about my summary. So it could either be your project requirement link, which basically told you like, okay, there is a bug and this is what needs to be fixed. It could also be for which version release this bug would be going to live. Some say, let's say 21.7, it could be, it could be also 2101, that is January 2021, anything. It could be any version, it could be 2022 release. Similarly, it also could give what the you could also give what the whole bug is about, and similar all those description details. Now assignee, now this particular task is an individual task. I want to track what my particular I want to basically track how I am progressing on this task. So assignee would be me over here. You can also assign this to some of your teammates. So as I was saying, Jira is also used to raise tickets. So let's say my environment was down, so the summary would be, okay, this particular environment is down. Description would be, okay, this is the host name, this is the WebSphere address, and okay, this particular link is down of the website, can you please check for, and then you would be assigning to the concerned person over there. But right now, since this is an individual task, I have assigned it to me. Now labels, okay, so if there is a particular in an organization, labels would be the versions like 21.7, or it also could be the domain for which this particular project is. Like if it is a retail, the label would be retail. If it's some global online forms, then it could be GOF, something like this that the organization may already define. So what happens is, when you are trying to analyze and visualize on the Kanban board, it is easier to filter down via labels. Now reporter, over here it is giving my own name, self it is picking, but it would also be your team manager or anyone you are reporting to, who needs to keep a track of how this task is progressing, and he will get notified via email, or mostly that, okay, there is an update, okay, this task has progressed in this phase. So now I create this project. So if you the task, and if you see, there is always some ID or a link associated with this. Now this particular task, if you see, all those details that we had filled can be seen over here, the description. You can even edit from here whatever you want, okay, and you can see over here, okay, assignee is unassigned, but I will just assign to me, so it didn't get picked that time, but now I have assigned it to me. Reporter, you can always change. Okay, over here there is a watch option. So right now I am watching this page, means any activity being done over here would always be notified to me. So when you have, let's say, enrolled in the project, okay, when you have just started the project, you may want to know what all activities are occurring over there, right? If there are any updates from any other team members, if you want to know, okay, someone has updated a link, so you want to know everything that happens for that particular project task. So for that purpose, you are watching this space. Now suppose you are done with the project, or if you move to another project, you don't need to keep a track of it anymore. So you can always disable this watching option. You can also share this particular task with your team members, give them a customized message and share it, okay. Also you can download it as a Word or XML document. Okay, the clone option, suppose you have a similar task. Now this task had a very lengthy description, you have already made this task as you wanted, and there is a very similar redundant task with a few minor changes, so you don't want to do it from scratch. At that time you can just clone it. You can move a task to another project also by this option, Okay, so those are a couple of options over there. Now if you can see, there is always an option, there is always it always states when it was created, when it was updated, so it always keeps a track also of how the task is updated. Okay, now if I go to the board, it will pick the recent project that I had created. For that project, it will show me the Kanban board. Now my particular task is in the to-do phase. Now this particular to-do phase, once I've, let's say I've just picked this task and I'm fixing the bugs, so I will just move it in the in progress phase. Now it has or the workflow, and it has now one issue in this. Once it is done, I will just drag and move this in the done phase, so I'm done with this particular task. So in the agile workflow, this basically helps in knowing how the task has progressed. Okay, there are other options also that you can check. So basically this is the gist about how Jira software basically works. Now let's check Confluence. Okay, so over here you can directly switch to Confluence over here. So it will take you to this particular page. Now if you see, Confluence is mostly used for thorough documentation purpose, and so I will just create one Confluence page. If it is similar to Word, you can say, but it offers you various templates which are already present, like let's say if you want a blog post, annual pager, so multiple templates, business status update, all those can be found over here. The design requirement also are there, design review. So already there are multiple templates. You can also import any Word doc or Google doc that you have. I will just create one from scratch. I can type anything, please. Okay, and I will publish this. So once I publish, anyone can watch can read this page. Now over here it basically tells when I have created this, when I had created this and by whom it is created. Okay, first I will show you the edit option. It is very similar to basic Word, or where you have the option of making a text into a heading or as a normal text. You can either make it bold or italic. Okay, and align it, give a bullet list option, and so on. Now also I wanted to show you how we can basically uh, track what updates have been done. So let's see that page, how many times it has been updated, by whom it has been updated. You can always go to the page history and check. So I had published 7 minutes ago, then again I had changed it, again the action was delete, again it was like restored, so everything. So you can always this basically is like a version control. That is the reason it is more popular than Word, you can say, and is the reason for which it is used as a means to document things. Because suppose I am one of the teammate has worked on some version, I have updated it, and suppose the update was unnecessary, I have to roll back to the prior version, I can always do it over here. So basically page history not only tells who has updated it, but also helps us to compare both the versions, like what is the difference, and you can always roll back. So that's pretty much it about Jira and Confluence. I do hope that you guys have understood this software. It is very basic, underlying knowledge of Word and basic task, how progress happens is all you need. Do check it out. it is definitely stated as a requirement most of the time when you go check out the job descriptions, but I think so it's very easy also. So well, good luck. Bye.